Now, most people try to change their lives by forcing the biggest habits, the long workouts, the perfect diet, the focused work blocks. And then they wonder, why can't they stay consistent? And it's not because they're weak. It's because they're starting with the wrong gear. Okay, let me explain. There once was a clockmaker, right, who inherited a beautiful old clock tower, broken for many years. Everyone had tried to fix it by cranking the largest gear, the one that moved the hands of the clock, but no one could budge it. Now, the clockmaker didn't try to force it. Instead, he opened up the mechanism and found the smallest gear at the bottom, rusted and stuck. He gently cleaned it and he gave it a nudge. And it began to turn. Slowly, that gear activated a slightly larger gear, which turned the next and then the next until the massive gear was finally able to turn. And it began to move and that clock came to life. Now, this is exactly how change works. You don't start by forcing the big gear. You start by moving the small one. So when it comes to your habits, small actions create the mechanical advantage. The tiny habits, they spin fast, they're easy to start, and they transfer the momentum into the bigger behaviors that used to feel impossible. So let me show you how this works in real life. So let's say you want to exercise consistently. The big gear, right, is your, let's say, 45-minute workout. But instead of trying to force that from day one, you start with the smallest gear. You put on your workout clothes. You step outside with your shoes on. You do one squat. That's it. That is your micro gear. It spins quickly to get everything else going. And from there, a 5-minute walk or a short stretch becomes your medium gear. Eventually, longer workouts start happening naturally, not because you force them, but because your system is already in motion. Same with eating healthy. People try to overhaul the entire diet overnight. That's the biggest gear. So instead, start with the smallest one. Let's say drink a glass of water before eating. Add one vegetable to your dinner. Put one fruit on the counter so it's visible. From there, replacing a snack or chewing more mindfully becomes your next gear. And before long, eating healthily isn't just something you're trying to force, it's something that feels automatic. This works for focus and productivity too. Okay, start by silencing your phone. Close your tabs. Open the document you need to work on. That's your micro gear. Then maybe you set a 5-minute timer or block 30 minutes for focus time. Eventually you're doing the deep work for hours without resistance because the system is now running itself. You don't need more motivation. You need momentum. But even the best gear systems need maintenance. And here's how to keep yours moving. So number one, expect resistance. The first few turns are the hardest. That is normal, but you keep going. Reduce friction. Prep your environment in advance. Lay out your clothes. Prep your meals. Block distractions. Connect your gears, right? Link your small habits together so one action triggers the next. Avoid gear jams. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Focus on one system at one time until it moves effortlessly. Big change doesn't come from the big effort. It comes from those small gears consistently turning. So here's the question. What is the smallest habit, the tiniest habit you can start today? And if you want to learn how to build habits that truly stick, habits that heal your metabolism, restore your energy, and make health feel effortless, I want to invite you to my free webinar, How to Lose Weight Effortlessly Without Dieting, Willpower, or Counting Calories. Inside I'll show you why trying harder will never work and what to do instead, why you're not broken, you just haven't used this method yet, and the hidden force controlling your habits and how to flip it into your favor. Click the link and join me now because you don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to turn the first gear. You are one healing habit away.